Local. Breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 4.
And we start with Commitment 2022. Election Day has arrived.
With plenty of hot button issues swaying voters, everything from crime to abortion, and top of mind, the economy. And WYFF News 4 has live team coverage. We have live reports on several key races from the upstate to Asheville and to Georgia.
But first, we start with the governor's race in South Carolina. We have live coverage from Columbia for the race for governor.
And that is where we find our Jane Robelo following Governor Henry McMaster's campaign. Jane.
Well, Nigel and Carol, you can see the grand ballroom at the USC Alumni Center as the final preparations are in place. There's still a couple of ladders around. The media is all in place. This place is going to be crazy in about another 3 hours from now when the polls close. And this is where Henry McMaster and Lieutenant Governor Pamela Evette will watch the returns come in. They'll be surrounded by a number of elected officials in the state as well. Now, Henry McMaster is hoping to become the longest serving governor in South Carolina. With a win tonight, he would have that opportunity. He became governor in 2017 when Donald Trump, then president, tapped South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley to be his United Nations ambassador. Now, early voting started a couple of weeks ago, but it doesn't matter. The McMaster-Evette campaign was campaigning right up until the very minute. We saw them in Greenville yesterday on the final day of their 7-day, 15-city bus tour. They stopped at Stack's Original to talk to supporters. Governor McMaster touting his economic successes and the way he led the state successfully economically through the pandemic. Lieutenant Governor Pamela Evette told the crowd that if they're concerned about what's happening in national politics, then they need to turn and count on their local politicians.
Our resume is amazing. What we've done here in South Carolina has been amazing. And when people ask, well, why do you guys talk about what's happening at a federal level? Well, because it is state and local government, as that is your last line of defense when our congressman here can't stop the Democrats in Washington, right? It's state and local government that really stands to defend you.
McMaster-Evette geared up, hoping for another win tonight. Again, this would be a re-election for this team, and this is the first team that we've seen in the state of South Carolina. It used to be that governor and lieutenant governor would run separately. In fact, that's how it was when Lieutenant Governor Henry McMaster became governor. But now this is the second time to run with Pamela Evette from Travelers Rest at his side, and we will keep you updated throughout the night. Polls close in just under 3 hours. In Columbia, Jane Robelo, WYFF News 4.
Thank you, Jane. Now let's check with our Taggart Houck live in Charleston. He is following Democrat Joe Cunningham's campaign for governor. Tag.
Carol, if Cunningham wins, he'd be the first Democrat elected governor in the state of South Carolina in more than 20 years. He previously served the Low Country in Congress for one term. We have video of him here early voting earlier here in the Low Country. And, you know, he's been campaigning on a couple of different issues here, including legalizing marijuana, sports betting, and eliminating the state income tax. He's also made clear to voters that he'll work with both sides of the aisle, saying that 2 of his bills in Congress were signed into law by then President Trump. He says his campaign is about new ideas.
At the end of the day, the issues we're running on are freedom and common sense. And the truth is there's something out there for everyone to grab hold of and to come into the tent and be part of this campaign, be part of this movement, not just for themselves, but for, you know, the next generation.
Cunningham's watch party is here at the American Theater off King Street in Charleston. It is set to officially kick off tonight at 7 o'clock. We'll be back in the next hour with a bit more from the Cunningham campaign. But for now in Charleston, Taggart Houck, WYFF News 4.